Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck. Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30.
Fourteen. Let's go, D. There. We got to step it up.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
On first down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guy... will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have... to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 30.
Brought down by Bradley McDougal. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike, 14, 380. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Slam, slam. Cover. Check 3. Watch twist. Watch the 2 lanes.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Wide, get wide. Bang out, bam.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Rush in. Check 21.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Breeze on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, I don't know too much about the mind of the kicker, but I think, Charles, it's fair to say he needed that one.
The confidence has still got to be shattered, but you never know when he's going to be called on for the big one. So you got to keep running him out there and just hope that he straightens things out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Go 14. SOS.
This is Carson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, no.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
You remember me?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Carson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the slant. Check 13. Check 13.
On third down, it's Carson, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
21. Hey, Charlie. Hey, easy. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, switch gears.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This time Wilson will throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Tempo.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go. 53. You got nothing. Bravo.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Going deep this time, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Braxton Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
12. Gun. Show it up. Watch twist. 19. Twist. Undercrunch.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Check. Kill.
From the shotgun, Wilson buying time to his left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Watch 54.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
44. Target. Shift. Zebra.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Carson And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike. Go 14. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 43.
On second and 12, Wilson flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and now it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They run it with Carson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready? 60 out low. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Alert 3, alert 3.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Myers' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Breeze now to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breeze to throw again. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. Going for Metcalf on the... This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, 2 hands. 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Penny will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Another try for Penny, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards. Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now, Breeze again. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 50. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run forward with Petty. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see? Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep. And now here's another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
At the 41-yard line.
Check Mike 39. They're going to need some therapy after this. No.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Wilson, he'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, check 39. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check.
Wilson wants to throw it, eluding the pressure right. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
That's good for our Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 7.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system. It leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
95-56. Watch the run.
First down.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconons remaining. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next.